Hi, we're living in Ventura County, and today we're going to be focusing on the top 10 things we feel you need to know before you move here.
We're not going to tell you the things everyone knows about California, that the cost of living is crazy high, there's homelessness, the weather's generally pretty good. Going to really delve into those topics a whole lot.
Now, we're going to be talking about some things that people might feel a little uncomfortable with.
There is something that is so cool here that we didn't know about when we got here, and it was on Keziah's bucket list. It's called bioluminescence in the ocean.
And when it was near my birthday, and I saw next door that, I can't say it ever correctly, bioluminescence. Bioluminescence. And so we went and searched for it, and we finally found it over at the Ventura Harbor Cove. And Hannah went into the water and started splashing it, and then you were able to see the fish just going everywhere. It was so cool.
When you go to see it at nighttime, the water sparkles with this type of algae, I believe, that's growing in the ocean. So you skip a rock on the water and the rock sparkles in the water. You can see fish that are sparkling, swimming through the waves.
All you have to do is Google it, and there will be videos showing you how amazing it is. And really look at the ones that are in Ventura County, because the waves are just lit up and people are surfing, and it's just magical.
Yeah. Politics, the thing they tell you not to talk about with friends and family.
Ventura County has this mixture of conservative and liberal. We're not as liberal as, let's say, San Francisco or LA, but we're also not as conservative as Wyoming.
Regardless of people's politics, overall, we've just found people to be here super friendly. In fact, friendlier than where we came from in Colorado. Part of that could be the weather's great here, right? People are outdoors. It's hard not to be in a good mood.
We know we said we weren't going to talk about weather, but we actually need to talk a little bit about the weather.
Let's talk about bad weather, at least. When we moved here, everyone said, oh, you're not going to need heat in the winter. Don't worry about it. But that is not true. It gets cold and damp in the winter. You will need a heater. And also, if you live higher up to the eastern side of the county in the summer, you'll probably want to have AC because it gets super hot there.
There's also the Santa Ana winds, and they'll come down from the mountains and they'll just rip through, and you'll have some trees that will topple over or branches that come off and fall on your car. And
yeah, you can have definitely roof damage. Also, the closer you are to the beach, there can be blowing and drifting sand. So you'll see people out with, their snow shovels, but they're shoveling sand. The sand acts like a sandblaster on the paint on the houses.
However, we have seen some people kind of turn it into a positive, and they'll bring out their shorter surfing boards or their snowboards, and they're just riding the sand waves. And the utilities are on the higher side. It's about 8% higher than the national average. You'll find that in October through February that your gas bill triples or quadruples during that time due to the limited supply of gas.
Your electric bill can be pretty costly too, but they will provide tier plans to encourage you to use electricity at off times. The Santa Ana winds are also a major factor in spreading wildfires.
Right, in 2017 there were the Thomas fires, and they were being spread so quickly because of the Santa Ana winds that people in Santa Paula only had time to grab their bug-out bags, jump in their car, and rush down the highway driving about 70 miles per hour. And those fires were just right behind them.
Depending on where you're living in Ventura County as well, and your resulting fire risk is going to have a big impact on your insurance premiums.
Some homes you might not even be able to get fire insurance because of the high risk. And if that happens, California has put in place the Fair Plan Act. And that's really a last resort because that kind of fire insurance doesn't cover personal property, and it only covers a home to a certain amount.
You'll want to make sure you dig into your policy to really understand your coverage for fire danger. After the Thomas fire, roughly 30% of homeowners did not have enough of a payout to rebuild their home.
And those people who found that they had enough money, some of them had these beautiful custom homes, and the insurance only gave them enough money to do a replacement home. So they had to choose from like a tract house instead of having a custom home.
Health insurance is required in California. We found that coming from Colorado, the insurance we had there was actually not enough to meet California's standards. So even if we had kept that policy, we would have ended up paying a penalty to California.
And that penalty of not having insurance or being underinsured can be about $850 for adults and $425 for people under 18. However, it increases each year with inflation. Let's say you need a little break from all of this, so you decide to go out to eat here in Ventura County or even California, and you have this beautiful meal, you're really feeling very happy, and you get the bill.
You're going to want to be on the lookout for service fees. Depending on the restaurant, there's all kinds of different fees that they're going to tack on to the bill, which can give you a big sticker shock when it comes time to pay.
Right, it can be anywhere from $0 extra all the way up to about 40% more than what you were expecting to pay because of gratuity being added on, or that service fee, or a credit card fee.
Yeah, they have extra requirements to pay for health insurance, so instead of adding it to the food costs, they're coming up with all these other miscellaneous fees. Ventura County is so vast, it's roughly 1,000 square miles larger than the state of Rhode Island. So you're definitely going to need a car to live here.
And with having a car, you're going to have extra expenses. We all know that California has some of the highest prices in gasoline.
Roughly $4 to $5 a gallon currently. However, if you pay attention to gas prices where you're living, you can find up to a 40-cent per gallon difference within 3 to 4 miles.
Ventura County is also known for loving to hand out their tickets. So you're going to get any kind of ticket there is if you do not follow the law.
Yeah, and the speeding tickets are some of the highest in the nation.
Insurance is also one of the highest in the nation here in California for owning a car.
According to the law, you need to register your car within 10 days of moving to the state.
And getting your license within 10 days. And it's not just saying, okay, I'm just going to go over and transfer over my license. You might be required to take the driving test again.
There's amazing opportunities for very affordable education with the community colleges here, where you pay, I think it's $45 per unit per semester.
Unless you graduated from one of the high schools here in Ventura County, and then you might actually be able to go for free depending on the program. And we know that there are other wonderful colleges here, but we really wanted to just delve in a little bit more on this 2-year college, and we'll do another video on the other one. There are the Superfund or the brownfield sites here in really anywhere in the whole world.
You want to be aware, depending on where you're moving, that you could be affected by that or agriculture, or you could live near an airport, in which case you'll actually be signing paperwork as you close that says you're aware of these things and that you're not going to sue over those type of issues. What we can do if you're thinking of moving here is we can help you identify where those areas are if you want to stay clear of them. So that's it, everyone. 10 things to know before you go. There's so much more information to know about Ventura County, and we would love to talk to you and help you. So give us a call.